Welcome folks to the best trade setup. In this video, we will be going through the previous week's trades, specifically on the 25th of August 2022. Now let's get to it. In this trade here, if you are not familiar with my trading process in regards to this setup, please refer to the first video in this channel. It will take you through it in more detail. In this video, I'm just going to simply show you or state the confirmations that I was looking at to enter these trades. Now, if you look closely here, there is a dotted white line. This is the support level seen here. This is a low and a high marked here. And then we have this order block here. This one is based off of the 15-minute time frame. By default, if you see me, if you see this line here written order block, just know that it's referring to the 15-minute order block. If it's not, I will write it on the line. As you can see here, this is the 5-minute order block. Now here, being its price tapped into the order block, that's the first confirmation. And then we have a fake out, which is the second. And with every fake out, we get an M or a W pattern. And in this case, it's a W pattern. This right here being the first leg, and here this being the second one. And we have price here going down, bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle, and a bullish candle. Now this price action here forms a W. Now that's going to be our fourth confirmation. And finally, our fifth confirmation will be price tapping into this 1755 level. To enter a trade, we need 5 confirmations, and that's what we have. And this is where I entered the trade. We're ultimately hoping that price will reach the top of the day, but that is not always going to happen. And in that case, every time you see an order block just like here and this one here, these are going to be your take profit areas. When price reaches here, I would usually move the stop loss to break even and take some profits off the table, so on and so forth until we reach the final TP. As you can see here, I took some profits off the table, moved stop loss to break even, and let the trade run. This is what it looks like on the 15-minute. And I will put this slide in the Telegram group. The description is in the, sorry, the link is in the description below, and it's totally free for you to access that group if you want to. If you don't want to, it's okay. Do as you want. And this price action here eventually took out the stop loss at break even. That's okay. Not all trades will always reach our ultimate take profit. And here's our second trade. I took this trade off of the 15-minute time frame. I will show you exactly what I was looking at. I entered the trade here, stop loss here, TP here. Now, every time you see your best trade setup, always aim for the high and the low of that day in which the best trade setup took place. Not the day before, not the day after. And as I stated before, our first TP was this order block, and our final TP is the low of the day. Now, when price reached here, I took some profits off the table and moved the stop loss to break even. As you can see here, price eventually reached our ultimate take profit and even went beyond it. Sometimes it goes beyond it, and those are beautiful days indeed. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Now, if you recall, I did mention I will explain to you why I took this trade based on the 5-minute time frame. As you can see here, price tapped the 5-minute order block. That's our first confirmation. Second confirmation is price went above this resistance and closed back under it, making a fake out. And with every fake out, we get an M pattern. Now, if you look closely on the line chart, you will see that this price action does form an M pattern. That is our full confirmation. And two pins. Two pins is these candles right here, one and two. Depending on how these two pins present themselves, I usually look for two of them. May not be one after the other, but in that area where price is just rejecting off of, two would equal one confirmation for me. Now, if you want more details, like I said, I do have a video that I published. That's the first video on the channel. Where it goes into more details as to what exactly I look at when I count my confirmations. And also, I will put up a slide of the same videos in the Telegram group. The link is in the description below. Now, since I have five confirmations here, I will take my sell with the aim of price reaching the low of the day. And if you recall, it actually did eventually do that. Now, I also mentioned that I do take my trades in the New York and London session. This is the London session, this is the New York session. This trade was taken outside the trading session. Now, depending on how price action behaves, I will take trades outside these trading times. And granted, if I'm at the screen, I just so happened to be at the screen when this price was forming the best trade setup. That's why I took it. Anything outside these trading hours depends on how price action behaves, but looking at how price was so bearish coming off of the high of the week, I had an inclination to believe that price will most likely continue going down. Now, a weekly recap of the trades taken and the outcomes. If you watched the previous video, it was about the recap on the 23rd of August 2022. This video right here is for the 25th of August. Now, at the end of the week, I managed to recognize three setups on the 23rd of August and two setups on the 25th of August, bringing the total to five opportunities. These are five trade opportunities based on the best trade setup. Now, out of those five, I managed to take two on the 23rd and two on the 25th. On the 23rd, there is one that took place, but I wasn't at the screen to take it. And out of the trades that I took, two of them were wins on the 23rd, and two of them were wins on the 25th, bringing the total to four wins and zero losses for the week. So it was really a good week. Now, I'm not saying this setup works out 100% of the time. No, it doesn't. Every single setup has its losses, and that's just the game that we play here. You will never win all of your trades, but you can win a substantial amount that makes you profitable at the end of the day. Now, this brings me to the end of my presentation, and in the following videos, I will go into more details just to explain further how I look at the charts and what I do to just prepare myself, leading to me, leading up to the point that I trade. Just sharing with you folks my experience and what I've learned thus far. And with that, I wish you all a good evening, a good morning, wherever you are in the world. And remember that anything is possible when you put your mind to it. And also, if you put the right practices that help you become better every single day. It's all about progress, folks. And with this game, you just have to work your work your butt off, and eventually everything will fall into place and come together. Thank you so much. Cheers.